welcome to this review and playtest of the Yamaha YHR-667D. This horn was issued to me by the Sam Houston School of Music at the beginning of my freshman year. I played this horn for 2 recitals, 2 juries, and a handful of other concerts, including a remarkable performance at TMEA 100. Being able to play on this horn was a privilege, and I just want to talk about my experience with it, both the good and the bad. Without giving too much ineffectual information, I'll get right into it. This is the hard case that it comes with. It is still in mint condition, but does have some signs of cosmetic wear. The case has 2 handles, so you have a choice to carry the horn vertically or horizontally. The hinges and latches are astounding. However, I was never given a key to fully lock them, but that isn't much of a problem with me. This is how the instrument is stored inside its case. There are 2 main parts to the instrument, the body and the bell. I'm going to put it closer so you have a better look at what I'm talking about. As you see, there's the bell. It has a couple of minor dings here and there, but still looks very nice. And the valves of most Yamaha horns are astounding. As Rob Johnson would say, the valves are electric. Alright, let's put the instrument together. My instrument has an engraving letting you know that's where you attach the bell from, and it should screw right on. However, I didn't grease my bell before this video, so that's why it sounded very loud. Normally it will go on smoothly. I haven't oiled my valves or greased my horn in a couple of weeks since I purchased a new horn. Moreover, the valves still feel amazing since they were well kept before, but could use some maintenance. The horn model is written on the side of the lead pipe. As here right there, it says YHR-667D. Very small, but it's right there. Alright, now let's talk about some aspects about the horn. All the valves on this horn have string linkages, which I prefer personally because mechanical linkages can be noisier at times. However, you have to change your strings once a year when you send it to the shop to be cleaned or repaired. Also, strings after being lubricated will work fine and silently, but the same can't always be said about mechanical linkages, so both have their pros and cons. This horn does have a spit valve, but as you see, this horn is guy wrapped, so most of the water inside the horn will be inside the F tuning slide, at least from my experience as a horn player. Just to add on to the overall effect of the video and review, I wanted to add a couple things that I really liked and maybe throw in a couple things that I didn't. So to start off with the things I liked, I love the Yamaha valves. Like, they're amazing, super responsive, and they never failed on me. One thing I really liked too was the response from going from F to the B flat side of the horn. It just sounded amazing. It was super smooth. Yeah, you can hardly tell the difference. In high school, I played on a Con AD, and like you can literally hear the sound and the texture change. And I just love how Geier wrapped horns like kind of break that chain, and it sounds very smooth. One thing I didn't like for sure was how hard it was to hit a B flat on the horn, or at least a 667, because my brother owns a Con AD, and we hit high Fs on that all the time. I was able to hit a high F in high school, and I was very blessed. That horn was super amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't take it with me to college. I got the 667. I'll give this horn 4 out of 5 stars. The reason why I gave it 4 and not 5 was simply because of that B flat. I had a really hard program in the Sam Houston State Wind Ensemble, and those B flats were just not as beautiful as I wanted them to be. They came out, but they seemed very forced, and that's the only reason I took it down a star, because everything else of that 67 was amazing. And maybe I'm just giving it a bad review because my horn was messed up, but the only thing I had to compare it to was a 567 that was given to me by a professor at the University of Houston named Rob Johnson. He gave me a 567, and it was purely amazing. And I couldn't think to myself why a 567 played better than a 667. If you stayed for this long in the video, I thank you. You're the reason why I'm doing this. Please give me a like, subscribe, comment. Also, shoot me a follow at my practice Instagram at F1Angel. Thank you so much and stay blessed.